What's up, everyone? I had to bring it back to Far Cry 5. A lot of people have a lot of questions lately that are pretty legitimate as far as what's going on in this game, things you can get, things like that. And then, of course, there's just one clown who really got upset and believed that I'm just clickbaiting you with information that we have here. And I'm going to let you know what's what. I'm Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin. Let's get into this. So in its heyday, about a year and a half ago when this game came out, there was actually live events. Now, live events on this game really didn't last long, but you were able to go do a community event with a bunch of other people in which we would go and we would accomplish a certain task. So if we had something like, kill X amount of wolves, then as long as we all killed that amount of wolves, we would win the community progression prize. And then there was personal progression where you could also win personal prizes, usually silver bars, so that way you can make purchases in the game. So since then, they no longer do it. But as I had explained before, there are clones of these items. There are items that you can actually get that you actually have, that you've got in stock. So one of those items would be like this, the shovel launcher, Big Pharma. It's actually different when you go to make the purchase. Okay? Everything here is different when you make the purchase. Also, as you notice on my featured page, you see Lost on Mars and Hours of Darkness. A lot of people have been asking, how did I get these weapons that I'm running around with? And this is how. If you have the DLC, you find that gun, you could run around with that gun. You could make the purchase in the main campaign. So also Dead Living Zombies, I don't have many guns there, but those are them. So now let's see. Melee weapons. All right, so for an example, as you can see side by side, you have Wisdom and Tooth and Nail. Wisdom is the item that you actually got from the from the live events. Okay, as you can see, it's got teeth in it and whatnot. It's funky looking. Okay, that's what it was supposed to be. I believe this one you had to knock out X amount of the bad guys and whatnot. You had to punch them out. So now you look here, Tooth and Nail. Okay, this is the exact same thing as Wisdom. Because they no longer have the actual events, they are giving this in the store. You have to make the purchases. Okay, I forget how much this actually cost, but you can make this purchase here, and it is the exact same thing as the Wisdom. It just doesn't look as pretty. As you can see, though, the stats are exactly the same. Accuracy, damage, range, rate of fire, handling. Okay? You're going to run into a lot of items like that. Weapons that, they had in the live events that they offer now in the store. It is not the exact same thing, but it is pretty much in terms of the stats and whatnot. Okay, here's no, that's not it. I was looking for one of the other guns. We have so many of these that actually are pretty much the same exact thing. And you'll see a lot of them. Like here, the Sin Eater, I believe it's the same as this one up here that kind of looked like it. The D2. There's all kinds of things, all kinds of guns that you're actually able to make purchases on, and they're the exact same thing, like I said, in terms of the stats, but they were once prizes from the live events, so you can still come in and get those items. So here we go. The MP34 Ryan Sons, that was a prize. This is something that they're offering in the store, as you can see, for either $7,200 or 400 silver bars. Now, the only reason the stats are altered on the Ryan Sons is because I have the silencer and the other item on it. But as you can see, it is the exact same weapon. All right, mine has the sight, mine has the silencer. It's the exact same weapon. The stats are exactly the same. Okay, so once again, that's what they did as far as the prizes, the live events. They stopped doing the live events, but they actually allowed you to collect those prizes. Okay, the AK-47, AKM, those two, obviously they were like store only, or maybe even one was from one of the DLCs, the Hours of Darkness possibly. But again, everything is pretty much the same. Everything. All these like real funky. Look at this, the Blood Dragon, really wild. Jacob's rifle, exactly the same. Just one is jazzed up and one is not, and then it's even the same as this one. And the only difference is that I have things on it, and that's why they're different. So again, you can get these items, the prize items. You can make the purchases in the store and you'll have them for yourself because they altered what they were doing. They wanted to give you guys the opportunity to actually collect the items itself because, they stopped doing the live events. So why should you be out of this? See, the Flame Bearer, and then they have two versions of it that you can make purchases, three, and it's all the exact same thing. It's just a different color scheme. So that was one of the things they did. Now, let me see. I don't believe it was items that they had. No, those were never altered. But vehicles were also another thing that they had added, that they had changed up. So we'll take a look at that. They actually did give away vehicles as well. So let's see. Let me find the similarities. Yeah, some of these are. Look at this, the Cyber Edition. That's actually a pretty cool looking car. Some of these are prizes that you could collect. Some of these are cars that you could just make purchases of. And then, like you get whatever. They're mostly, like I say, they're the same exact car. It's just something that like they added. So like here we go. You have this. This is a perfect example. Here's this Vroom and Boom. That was a an item that you got through the live events. This Golden Vroom, this is what they're giving you instead of actually having to go through the live event. It's the exact same car. It's just gold. As you can see over here, once again, look, this was the actual prize that you got from a live event. We had to work hard to get this car. We had to do, I forget how many kills or of what. And then there is the exact same car. All right. There are a couple of them like this that you can get that were in the thing, like right here, the Grill Streak. This was actually a live event prize. And then the Hot Quad is the exact same thing. It's just a different color scheme. All right. You're going to find that throughout everything. All these cars and trucks you could actually like make purchases of and, switch them around however you want. But for the most part, a lot of these cars were actually doubles of themselves, where one was a prize for the live events and one you could make a purchase on. See, there's a lot of doubles, a lot of triples. So a lot of these were live event prizes. And because they no longer do live events, this is what we've got. All right. They allow you to like get those items, and not the exact same. As you can see, this one is golden, and I don't think you could change the color scheme, but that's what they've done. That's what they allow you to do. They allow you to make the purchase on the item or the vehicle so that way you can get what you had. You can get what was given. There's also planes and the like. I don't think I'm anywhere near an airport, but like I said, they were the planes as well. There were like tons of things like that as well. Outfits, I do not believe that they made alternate versions of any of the outfits. You may not be able to like make those purchases at all. Let's see, masks, no. A lot of these were actual prizes and stuff like that, and I mean they're one of a kind. You really can't get them. So, I mean, those were gone, sadly. The outfits, yeah, these were, a lot of these were like prizes. Let's see, the Flame Bearer, that was a prize. The Undercover Cultist, that was a prize. I mean, unless they're doing more stuff now where you're able to, like unlock them just through normal play, I don't think that you're going to be able to get those. But, I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've actually played this game, so oh yeah, like look, here's Wall of Death. There's Daredevil. You get this. I believe this was a prize. So that Wall of Death just kind of looks like the exact same thing. But I don't think that they have too many of those like that. These were from, I believe, the Hours of Darkness DLC. These look like alternate versions of each other, but they look like they were like purchasable. Not like it was a prize. Let's see, I believe that was it there. I know the special outfits, I think those are through regular gameplay. But things like this one, I believe this one even, you got through like prizes. So again, no live events means that, they're kind of unlockable. Unless they put them up for sale, that's up to you that, to like see, maybe they did that. Maybe they did something where like, you could get it, but until they open up the live events again, they're not going to allow it. It's just going to be the same thing, which just, I mean, really stinks. Like, I really wish that they did open up the live events again, even if it was like for a short time. Because, I mean, everybody deserves to like get these things. Everybody does. It would just be cool if like you could all collect these prizes. It's kind of rough. But anyway, that's, the gist of like what's going on. That's how I get those items that I had, those special items, special guns and stuff like that. Again, that's through the DLCs. As long as you own the DLC, you're able to go and get those newer guns, those crazy looking guns and stuff like that. I had, let me see what I had. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff armed. Here we go. Actually, I do have like the laser. Sorry, lady. Didn't mean to do that. But that's something that I got off of the DLC. So now I can run around with it. It's actually a pretty powerful weapon as well. Like, you could pretty much one-shot like everything. But that's how, like it's done. That's how I acquired this. And that's how like I have all those extra vehicles and things that kind of look like the prize items from the live events. It's because you can make those purchases. But of course, we have no live events active. So you're just going to have to see, and I have plenty of videos where I've covered the live events, and you could look those videos over. I'll put them in a playlist, and you could just see, like what you need and what they offer as far as the weapons go and the items that are in the stores and whatnot, and you can make those purchases if you want. All right, so anyway, that's all there was to it. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you have any other questions in regards to Far Cry 5. Again, it's an older game. I would not mind getting back into it, especially if you have questions. If there are things that you want to know, let me know that in the comments below. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until the next one, be good and take care.